In my last video, I mentioned that I wanted to make a retrospective series on my favorite brickfilmers on YouTube. A brickfilmer being someone who makes animations with Legos, for those who don't know. I wanted to first give an explanation of what my goals are with this series, what I will be discussing, and why. I will not be covering every notable brickfilmer, or even the most popular ones. The focus of this series will be on the brickfilmers that left a lasting impression on me. These YouTubers influenced me both as a brickfilmer and as a filmmaker because some of my first attempts at filmmaking were brickfilms, and those were largely made in an effort to imitate the Lego animations that I enjoyed so much at the time. To paraphrase the Watcher of the 2000s, the things we watch growing up matter because we use them as the basis for what kind of art we like when we're older. While I will be analyzing aspects such as story, lighting, and animation, I won't be looking at these exclusively from a filmmaking perspective. Essentially, I want to analyze why each brickfilmer resonated with me. What aspects of their videos stood out in my memory to the point that over 10 years later I still think back on and feel inspired by them. While I am doing research for this series and will do my best to include relevant information about these creators, I am primarily basing this series on my own impressions of their artistic personas based on available behind-the-scenes information in the brickfilms themselves. In other words, these videos will not be detailed biographies going through their entire known history. In terms of format, this series will take inspiration from Silly Penta's History of Brickfilms series, R.R. Slugger's various LEGO retrospectives, and of course, Nick on Planet Ripple's LEGO Rewind. These creators have shown an in-depth knowledge of their topics and a reflective nature and observational style that I hope to imitate in my own series, so I'd like to acknowledge that and share my appreciation for their work. Finally, as I said in my previous video, some of these creators have had videos or even their whole channels deleted, and many more have simply been forgotten by time, as they moved on to other things in their lives or been supplanted by newer trends. Obviously things change, and it's inevitable some things are lost with time, but I want to commemorate that time and the videos that I remember from it. To me and others I've talked with who remember that time, the LEGO scene on YouTube in its early days was a wild west, a place you could explore and discover all sorts of things, where there wasn't a community per se, but a lot of different people making whatever they felt like. Many of them just kids and teenagers playing around with their cameras and playing out their stories. The creators I came across wouldn't be the same as yours, but that was part of the charm of it. Above all, this series exists to celebrate the creations of those early LEGO YouTube channels, and to preserve their memory, especially in cases where they've become lost media and can no longer be seen and appreciated. Hopefully talking about what these creators have meant to me will help other people to remember them or find out about them for the first time, and to recall their own experiences watching LEGO videos way back when.